Royal family live, vicious Harry and Meghan divorce report crushed after fan frenzy. A vicious report that Harry and Meghan had signed divorce papers following the Queen's Platinum Jubilee has been crushed by fact-checkers. A viral video titled "Media Shock. Harry and Meghan have finally signed the divorce papers" sent royal fans into a frenzy following the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. The video claimed the Duke and Duchess of Sussex had signed divorce papers and that Harry felt tightly controlled by Meghan. The post is heavily critical of the Duchess, attributing many claims to anonymous sources and adding the caveat, "The signing of the divorce papers of Harry and Meghan is just a rumor in the media. The royal couple have yet to confirm." But these claims have been branded baseless by Pulitzer-winning fact-checking website PolitiFact, which said, a video in the Facebook post claims to offer up juicy details, such as that Harry is back in England while Meghan stays in the United States with the couple's 2 children, but it does not provide any credible evidence that any of this is actually true. Claims that Prince Harry and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, divorced are baseless. Kate and William delight fans with continuous support following visit to youth program. The Duchess of Cambridge and Prince William have delighted fans following their visit to a youth program in South London on Wednesday. The Duke and Duchess visited Elevate, a community youth group with children of all ages which focuses on making the creative and cultural industry more accessible for young people. During the event, Kate showed off her maternal instincts as she spoke to a group of children who had gathered to meet the royals, but quickly became shy. The Duchess crouched down, shook their hands and spoke to them, after which they seemed very much at ease with her and her husband. The Instagram account of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge posted a series of photographs from the visit and the caption explained more about the importance of the program. It read, "This morning we visited Elevate, an innovative youth program which aims to open up the creative and cultural sector to every young person in the borough of Lambeth in South London. This program supports the next generation of creators to hone their talents so they can succeed in a wide range of sectors, from photography to film. It was fantastic to see young people making the most of the facilities, developing their skills and aiming high as they look towards possible careers in the creative sector in the future." Fans took to social media to praise the couple for their visit to the program and spreading awareness of its existence. Instagram user @Andrea.Writes commented, "This is really cool. A lot of multimedia equipment is very expensive and out of reach for many, great resource for youth to have access to." Charlotte's adorable royal playmate who she saw every day at school has Lilibet connection. Princess Charlotte's royal playmate who attended the same school as both Charlotte and George has a lesser-known family connection to Queen Elizabeth. There are numerous young members of the royal family these days, and while many know the 3 Cambridge children, others are less well known despite having performed rather important roles. One of these children is the granddaughter of Prince Michael of Kent, the Queen's cousin who attended St Thomas's Battersea in London with Prince George and Princess Charlotte. The young royal, Maud Elizabeth Daphne Marina Windsor, was born on August 15, 2013 in California to Lord Frederick Windsor and actress Sophie Winkleman. Maud was born a few weeks after the birth of Prince George, a distant cousin, and was born stateside as Sophie was working there at the time. Sophie Winkleman, also known as Lady Frederick Windsor, starred in Peep Show and 2.5 Men and is half-sister to television presenter Claudia Winkleman. Her daughter is the great-granddaughter of Prince George, Duke of Kent, and the great-great-granddaughter of King George V. The young royal is 54th in line to the throne, and her name honors a number of her royal ancestors. Her first name is after Queen Maud of Norway, who was the daughter of King Edward VII, and Elizabeth is a tribute to the Queen. Maud's other middle name, Daphne, comes from her mother's grandmother, while Marina was the name of her father's grandmother, Princess Marina of Greece and Denmark. Prince Harry warned he is a long way off ending rift as royals still furious with Duke. Prince Harry has been warned he's a long way off mending his relationship with the royals, an expert has claimed. The Mirror's royal correspondent Russell Myers was speaking to Australian TV about the relationship between the royal family and the Sussexes when he spoke about Harry. Discussing Harry's most recent interview at the Invictus Games, he said, Harry was giving an interview just a couple of weeks ago. It was all, sort of, bizarre language. He was there to protect the Queen and these things are not going down too well. The irony: Prince William causes a stir as he calls out racism after Meghan's Oprah claim. Prince William spoke about racism in Britain at the unveiling of the National Monument at London's Waterloo Station today. But he's faced criticism following Meghan and Harry's claims on Oprah. Peter Hunt, a former correspondent and presenter, wrote on Twitter, "A royal calling out racism, Prince William at the unveiling of a national monument to the Windrush generation." Users were quick to share their thoughts, with one person, under the name Faithful Radical, writing, "The irony. It comes after the Duke and Duchess of Sussex made claims during their controversial interview with Oprah in March 2021 that Meghan had been subjected to racism while living in the UK. Prince Charles and Camilla squirm an awkward meeting with irked Rwanda president." Prince Charles and Camilla appeared to squirm after meeting the Rwandan president, who is said to have been irked by their private criticism of the Rwanda deal. The Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall can be seen being seated with Rwandan President Paul Kagame. The president is reportedly irked following private comments by the prince in which he called the government's Rwanda plan appalling. The plan would see some asylum seekers who have entered the UK illegally have their claims processed by Rwanda and then claim asylum in that country. share their thoughts with one person, under the name Faithful Radical, writing, "The irony." It comes after the Duke and Duchess of Sussex made claims during their controversial interview with Oprah in March 2021 that Meghan had been subjected to racism while living in the UK. Prince Charles and Camilla squirm an awkward meeting with irked Rwanda president. Prince Charles and Camilla appeared to squirm after meeting the Rwandan president, who is said to have been irked by their private criticism of the Rwanda deal. The Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall can be seen being seated with Rwandan President Paul Kagame. The president is reportedly irked following private comments by the prince in which he called the government's Rwanda plan appalling. The plan would see some asylum seekers who have entered the UK illegally have their claims processed by Rwanda and then claim asylum in that country.